morning, guys. So, like now, we have the GG here, right? The target and the source over here. Okay. And yes, did you know? Okay. I hope you remember we had installed 12.2 for the database for 11G. Alright. But if you see, I have a replicate here of 12C database. So for a replicate, it does not matter exactly which binary you are hitting. Okay, only for the extract it is the issue. All right, just for your FYI. Just anyways, so now let's look for the handle collision part. You might face this issue a lot often. So that's the source. Okay, so you have 3 rows in the source. Okay, what is handle collision? Okay, we have it out here. So handle collision, right? I mean, if you remember, I would have told you in the few sessions, like whenever you are doing a replication from A to B, it won't be always a smooth one, right? In real world, it will not be a smooth one. You're bound to face some issues and all. So ideally, thing is like in few other tools, it is handled outside the tool, all those issues. So we need to handle ourselves at the database level ourselves. But in GoldenGate, we do have many parameters, and one of them is handle collision, through which we can handle such situations. So situations is like this, like you insert in source, inserted a row in source, but in target is already present. So now what to do? Or you updated a row in source, but the row itself is not present in target. So now what to do? Same before delete, right? So all these things, how to handle them? So basic parameters we have. I mean, like I don't know if you have heard, during initial load, we do use handle collision. It's very widely used in initial loads. Okay, is it okay? Clear? I'll go forward. I mean, forward then. So now, if you see here, now you have in target you have only one row, all right, and in source you have 3 rows, and the supplemental logging is only on the key calls. Let me show you that again. This is source table. So info tran data. So you can see the logging is only on the primary key. So let's see what will happen here. Here I am updating the record 100, which is not there in the target. It's okay. In target you have only 102. Okay, decided. If you see the extract stats, you will get one update here. Alright, so an update has been caught. But what do you think for replicate it will happen? This will of course fail. Just now let's look at the report file. What does it give? It should give no data found. So see here, Aura 14003, no data found. It's a very, very, very common issue you faced in OGG. Alright, so how to handle it now? And if you see the discard file, you'll get in more details. What does that? What are the key values? Here. So what did it store here? It just stored the employee ID, which is the primary key. Of course, it has to store the pre-image, which was Frank, and the post image, which is Frank 1. Apart from it, nothing it has stored. You understanding clear? Understood the issue, right? Okay, thank you. Now, how to handle them? Nothing is handle collision. What it will do? For example, this cake is right. If it is this way, update, all right, and the row is not in there in the target. What it will do? It will convert the update into insert. It will be converted into insert here. But if you need to convert it into insert, you need to have all the columns, right? Am I audible, right? I mean, I'm just having a doubt. Okay.
Yes, Sri. Yeah.
All right. The thing is, the update would be converted into insert now here. But for insert, you need to have all the columns. And if you can see here from the discard file, it won't have all the columns. And also, why I'm saying this, because in the supplementable logging, I have only the primary key. So primary key for sure it will be logged, and also only those columns which are changed, that will be logged, or nothing else. The column which is not changed, that of course will not be stored in the, I mean, redo archives. So now what will happen here? So now let me add the parameter handle collisions. All right. Just see, still we have only one row in the target. All right. So we have one row in the target. Now with the handle collision, I will make it go work. But still it will not be a foolproof work. It's just a partial work. Okay, so it seems that it has processed. And if you see the stats now, see here, total update 1, and it is update collision. See here. Because there was a collision in update, right? But now if you see the row, what will happen? Any idea? I told you, right? For insert, you need all the columns, which we don't have. So, see here, the department for Frank is null here. You understanding why it was null? Because I mean, because we use the handle collision, and so that will convert the update into insert. So when you have this update, it will by default store the column which is being changed and the primary key, but it will no way store this O department. That is why it came as null, and here it was null here. Okay, let me do another thing. Let me clean this row from the target. I'll show you another error which you might see actually. Okay, and also ideally, whenever you're having GoldenGate, I mean, if the application team is, if they have access to even do the DMS on the target, then at that cases you are going to face such issues a lot actually. Alright, so that you need to be very specific with the app team. Hey, guys, please don't make any update outside GoldenGate on the target. Now let me make the department as not null. Table modify. Yeah. Okay. So it has been altered. Not null. All right. So now let me do the same thing and see what happens. Even with handle collision, will it work or fail? Anyone? Any idea?
It will fail, right? This time.
Fail with what error?
The
I mean,
constant violation.
okay, good, awesome. So now, as we are now, the error will be cannot insert null. See here. Now the error code has changed. It is 1400 cannot insert null value. Because if you see here, see look at the statement. Let me take it in this in a notepad. Oh, look here, cannot insert null into target.emp department. Alright. Why? Because in the insert statement, it can give only two columns, employee ID and employee name, whereas the table has three columns, right? So, any idea how to handle this?
We need to enable supplement login for all the columns of source statement.
Exactly, exactly. Awesome. Correct. So that's what I'm saying, I mean, normally if you have the privilege to have supplemental logging in all the columns, it will make your full life easy. But not everywhere you have the, say, the privilege to use that. So in case if here you're not allowed to use the supplemental logging, then the application team has to correct it. Or you'll have to again tell them to delete from source and then again insert, because without supplemental logging on all the columns you cannot use the parameter like handle collision and all. means at that point it will work only for insert but not for updates and deletes. Okay, so let us change the logging now for it. I'll just delete the logging first. And also, whenever you are going to delete or add the tran data, please be very sure that there is no live DMS or any live transaction happening, okay? Because in case if they're happening, you will lose that to them. You understood over this point? This doing deletion and adding of tran data is very sensitive one.
But we usually stop the extract, right, before we
No, no,
release the
extract
tran
if you
data.
stop, that's fine. No, no, even if you're stopping extract, but I'm saying there has to be no transactions on that table at the database level. Or for example,
Oh,
cable EMP. Alright. Now it is being updated live. Okay, it's a live update. Let's say. And in the meanwhile, at the OGG level, you are deleting tran data and adding it. So for example, if this take 1 minute, okay, between deleting and adding, the thing is at that point it has to log the, I mean, at that point whatever the changes are happening for this table will not be logged in the redo log with supplemental logging. You understanding? Because if the supplemental logging is not there, then it will be, and in the redo file it will be a standard logging, right, with the row ID and all. Supplemental logging, it will make it to log few additional things like the key calls and all, right? So for that particular window of 1 minute, the data will not be stored in the Purido or archive in a proper way. That is why whenever you want to do anything, you want to play with the I mean the supplemental logging, please ensure as a safety, I'm saying, just be safe, ensure that there are nothing happening at the application end. So that is what you need to be in sync with the app team, and only when they give a go ahead, perform it. Else, do not actually. Is it okay, clear? That point you understood why you need to ensure that there is nothing live transaction on any table for which you are going to delete or add the tran data. Okay, fine. So delete the tran data. Okay, delete tran data. So stored EMP. Now add tran data and all calls. Alright, so you can see the message. It has been successful. Just do an info. It will show all here. Alright, so I'm safe. So it will be for all. Now, okay, so it will not start being also. Anyways, not an issue. So what I'll do to, I mean, to release the pair of going to log dump and all, I'll make the extract start from a new trail itself. If you see currently it has written two trails or three trails, like from the sequence 1, sorry, sequence 0, 1 and 2. In the target, sorry, this is select star. Okay, only one row. Okay, now let us again change it. Okay, now let us change 101 this time. Susan 1. Okay, is it okay? Now, Susan 1. Now let me start the extract. So whenever you start the extract, it will directly create a new trail. Okay, but in case if you forcefully want it to create a new trail, there is another parameter, that is et roll over. Okay, I'll explain that. That is a bit sensitive one. Now I'll do one thing. Since the trail file 3 is there, I'll alter my replicate to trail 3. Why I'm doing this? Any idea? Anyone? Why am I altering to trail number 3? Sorry, your voice is not audible.
No, I think we have deleted the. I mean, we created the new trial, right? So the replicate has to read the content of the new trial which was created by the extract.
Yeah, that is true. I understand that. But okay, why exactly I wanted to read from? If you see here, trail 2, it is 22196. Okay, the last RBA. Okay, 2296. And but my replicate was abandoned in 2133. So it has not read the whole of the trail 2. Okay, I'll explain this again. Thing is, as you know that we did an uh, update here, right? For Frank 2, sorry, here, right? But the supplemental logging were not there, so it had failed, right? With this error. Now let me open the discard file. It will be more easy. If you see, it had failed with this error, right? I cannot insert null because the for department, as you guys said, it is would not null, and since the was supplementable logging was there only the on the employee ID, it just got the two columns, right? And it failed. And the record was from 2133. It started from RBA 2133, so that is where my replicate failed. All right. Now, for example, uh, now then after that I deleted the trans data, right, and added it back. If you see here, I deleted and added it back, right, the trans data here. And then for example, if I didn't stop my extract, so what it will do, it will append the good record in the same trail sequence. Okay, and then I'll have to do with log dump and try to find the correct RBA after this. So that is a pain for me. So I just stop started the extract, so it starts totally from a new trail. That is the reason I'm altering my replicate to the new sequence, because in the previous sequence it is this bad record only, this one. It is this bad record only, which as I mean, as it is, I want it to skip, right? Because I cannot do anything here now. Are you understanding like the flow? What I'm trying, like how I'm trying to play with the replicates or the trail files. I think you guys still have the doubt here. Okay, thank you, Sayed. Babu, Bhaskar. If you didn't understand, I'll say, I mean, I will show it again then.
I think it's fine, Sri, because the whole trial contains the inaccurate data.
Correct, 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 correct. Exactly,
We
right.
should be forcing replicate to the new trial, which contains the all the
Yep,
control
yep,
values to construct an if
yep,
statement and
yep, yep,
execute it. Okay.
yep. Awesome, awesome. Correct. Yep. Because why I'm saying this, because what I have faced, application team will openly say, go and skip it. Then what will you do? All right, they have told us that way also. So there are many, I mean, this is one way, but here you'll have to stop the extract. There are few other ways also, which I will be showing to you. That is through the rep error. Okay. Babu, I hope you're also fine, right?
Yes, Sri.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so what I'm doing here now, I'm altering it to the next trail. 0. RBA 0 is from the start of the trail. That's it. So now, if I do info over replicate, start it. Okay, so it has already read it. 7 minutes lag is having. It will be finished in a few seconds. Alright, it's done. So you can see here an update collision happened here. Now just check the row here. Is it okay? Clear? See, everything is caught now. Now, if you want, let's update the other row also. So employee ID 100 is not present here, but still it will be inserted due to handle collision. See here, Frank 3. So understood one part of the handle. Okay, thank you. And in the same lines, what will happen to a delete? It will just skip it, right? So let me delete one row from here. Okay, so situation is like now you don't have the row 101 in the target. All right. I don't know why and how. It is just not there because in production that is not under your control also. So you have a row here 101 which is not there in the target, right? And you're going to delete the row here now. Before that, let me take out the handle collision parameter. Let it fail first. And whenever you are changing, you will need to bounce the parameter, sorry, the process for any new change to take place. That is by default for everything, huh? Even the extract manager. No, only for globals it is dynamic, but for the rest, everything it is. Okay. So now let me do this and commit. So my extract for sure will catch it. See, delete has been captured. But what about the replicate here? So it abandoned, right? Let's check the error. See, no data found. The row which it was trying to delete is not found. So in that case, so thing is, if a row which it wants to delete is not there in the target, we can just ignore it, right, or skip it. So that work will be done by handle I mean here collision. And just do a stats now. Here you have a delete collision now. Okay, but these are for the update and delete. Is it okay, clear up till now? Okay. Now, what to do in case of insert? All right. Just show the error number for delete. Okay. So here, I mean now we want to see what was the previous error now. So if I open the current report file, I will not be able to find, right? Since it is live and up and running. So I'll have to open the previous report file. As I told you earlier, it will be appended as 0, 1, 2 until 9. I'll do 0, check here. This is the error. No, sorry, I cannot paste it. Sorry. So I can just paste in the no notepad if you want. Okay. So now let's see what happens in case of insert. Now here is the major part which you have to put aside. All right. Now here I am updating the target here. All right. The aim is to have two versions of the same row. Okay. So here what I did now, suppose if there is a case like this, inserted a row in source but it is already present in target. So I need to bring this scenario now. So how will I? Because if I delete from the source now, it will be replicated to the target also. So for that, here I'm just trying to play with the extract because I need to replicate the scenario. All right. So what I've done, I have stopped my extract now. Then I will delete a row here. So which did I update? Frank, that is employee ID 100. So currently we're having only one row in. Okay, I think target also we had two rows only, right? Yeah. One second, one second. We are having two rows here, 102 and 100. And how many rows here? Okay, my bad. Alright. Deleting the row. Okay, so now in the source, I mean, you don't have any employee ID with, 100. And what I did now, I stopped the extract, right? So it will not, it is, it has not yet caught. So even so, if you can see in the target, the delete has not been replicated, but I don't want it to replicate, so I will start my extract with begin now option. Begin now means from this time, so I want it to skip the uh, transaction which happened, means I want the extract to skip this delete. All right. And also begin now is always use with caution in your production, because here I am aware that I have to skip that transaction and the data flow is in my control, but that's not the same way in your production. All right. So you need to be in perfect sync with your app teams and all, or the team which is inserting the data. Okay. So now if you do the stats, I'm very sure it would not have got the delete. Okay. So now no active, right? So now here we want to recreate this scene. That is, when a row is trying to insert in source and in target it is already present. So for now I will again remove the handle collision to first understand what error it will give. Please mouse it. Okay. So now let me insert again Frank. All right. I hope you guys are following it right. It's a new Frank now. Com- Committing it here. Now let's see what's happening. Of course, the replicate has failed. Let's see. Extract would have caught my insert. Here it is. Let's see what error is there in the replicate now. Unique key error it should be. See here. Unique key constraint error. We want to see the more details. Let's open the wood discard file. Here it will give the actual values also. So now, whenever you're getting this, it means that you're having another row here with the same primary key. But now here is, so when I do a select star here, okay, so now see here, with the same primary key 100 in target and source, you have Frank 3 here and new Frank here. Alright. So now here is what you have to, I mean, I know, you have to decide with the help of app team that which row they want. Are they saying that this row in the target is the appropriate one, or are they saying that the row in the source is the appropriate one? You understanding? Because in banking we actually take absolute care. We just don't have the handle collision, live unless the app team says. But in few other like telecom and all, it's fine. Even if you do repair or handle, it serves well actually. The thing is, you have two case here. If you want the row of source to overwrite or to take the precedence, then handle collision, what it will do, it will delete the row in the target and insert from the source. Or if you want the row of target to take precedence, then you can use rep error parameter. Rep error give the error code here and then the action discard or ignore, etc. Till now, any doubts? Okay, Babu, Bhaskar, anything?
Nice.
Okay, great. So now, for example, if we so let us see what happens. CDR is for something else. For CDR will not take place here now. I mean, that's not required here. Means yes, if you can, we can add it. I'm not saying it's no, but in normal unidirectional, we don't add the CDR here because this is a situation of data. I mean, here, like since you have the two versions of a row, it is a data corruption here. In CDR, both the data are valid from both the active ends, but that's not the same here because in a unidirectional flow in a prod environment we don't do that. Is it okay, clear? So the parameter is enabled. Now let's start it. It is not yet checkpointed. Okay, initializing still. The record has not been updated. Now it is not checkpointing for long. So let me check the status. Wait, have I not committed here? Okay, I did commit new Frank. All right. Oh, strange. For first time, I'm seeing a checkpoint line in a test environment with just a row. That's good. Yeah, that's strange. You can't have a performance issue for just a row. Acha, row log contention here. Okay, so this way you can see what is the issue here. SQL area, right? It's R only, R statement, update. Wait a second, how did it got the update statement? It should have got the set employee name. Okay. Oh, that is something strange. Any idea with that wait event? How you guys would troubleshoot? Anyone? That comes in the performance part actually. So it is that about a new file. So it is trying to record that record. Awesome. Hmm. That's good, good. We have something new issue here. So it is having the role of contention, alright? And it is active one. I hope we don't have any locking here. 1 second. Okay. Understood, understood, understood. Okay, see here, actually I updated in the target, alright, but I did not commit it. No, I did not. So that is what you have there, overall log contention. Oh dear, I understand now. Ah, see here. Yeah, thank you for the query, Venkatesh. Okay, I was not having it ready. Now I mean, understood. So it means that this row was blocking it. So now if you check here, the checkpoint lag is gone. That's why I was wondering how it can give for a single row of performance issue. So this was a blocking issue actually. Okay, understood? So see here. Now both the source and target are absolutely same. Any doubt up till now? I hope you will have some. Babu, Bhaskar, Venki, Sayed. Okay, clear. Others? All right. Fine. All right. Hmm. Today, what else can we take? Just give me a second. Okay, well, let's do one thing. Let's stop for today. Okay, I have few work also. Alright, so we'll keep it short over this time. But any doubt here? What if you want the data on target to do that? Okay, let's do that case also. Okay, thanks for asking. Well, let me show you that. So first of all, let me take that parameter out, the handle collision. Okay, and I'll start it back again. Okay, so now again I need to first bring a scenario where the row is not there in the source, but it is there in the target. So for now, don't do this, okay, in your live environment. I'm just playing over here. So I stop the extract. So let's do with ABC now here. Where employee ID 102. Commit. So only one row in the source side, and the target, it is still two rows. And by mistake, if I just start the extract now, the row will be deleted in target also, but I don't want that. Okay, sorry. So I'll do it alter extract begin now. With this, it will skip that transaction. Awesome. So now it has been all right. So what is the parameter in the replicate end? So it's plain, nothing else. Now let me insert it back. So insert into values 102 ABC2. I did ABC2 here and department C3. Alright. So now ideally it should fail, right, with the unique key constraint error. Yeah, as usual it failed. Unique key constraint violation and all. So let me open the discard file and then you will see the actual which value it failed just to confirm. You can see here 102 ABC2 C3 which we just inserted. So now in this case, if you want only the row of the target to take precedence, so rep error. Now the error code, so it was unique key, so I'll just do -1 and discard. Yes, so total over discard operation was 1 here. So when nothing was applied, it was just discarded. Now if you go and check in the target, it is still the same. ABC1 it is having still. But in the source, it is, sorry, it is ABC2. See here. Okay, clear? Everyone, is it fine? Clear? Babu, Bhaskar, Sayyed, Shiva. Okay. Babu and Bhaskar. Alright, alright. So yes, so one I would say that be very careful on using this. Basically, just work with the app team because, for example, if they wanted the new data of the source and you use wrapper again, it will be an issue. So don't be in that situation or always work with them. So that for Golden Gate, the basic success works when you are more close with the app team because at the end you need to replicate data, but it should be in sync with the requirement of the app team or the business. So if the correct data is shown, your life will be smooth. Else it will be again back and forth on us.